Anyway, let's get down to it, guys. If you've been following the builds, you will know that we've pretty much got the arms, the torso and the thighs boxed off. We've got these little bits over here that we're just sort of messing about with. But one of the things we need to do is we need to get the shins sorted out. Okay, so that's shins, not chins. So what do we need to do? We need to put the elastics in the back, we need to trim the bottom. I have my right shin here. This is the right because it overlaps from the outside to the inside. The piece that's going to be the outer of your shin carries the closure. So on the left, it's the other way around, so they are handed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the elastics in and I'm going to trim out the bottoms ever so slightly. What I need to do is I need to even these up as the original suit that we're using has got the same piece for each leg, which is accurate, I guess, because that's the way it was done. I'm going to even these up a little bit. So I'm going to cut that off on this side, and I'm going to leave that one as it is pretty much, just trim it out. Let me get down to trimming and I'll show you the results. Okay, so we just trimmed it out there. And let's trim out this other side. So as this side becomes the inner, I'm going to trim it down a little bit more. Right, so I'm using bag number 2. I like the way these are really ordered in number. It's just a key, there's no order to it. So we've trimmed this out. Again, it's like the wrist. There's no return edge in there, you just want to trim it all out. If you're shorter than 5'10", you may need to start taking this out anyway. If you're 5'3", 4, 5, something like that, you're probably going to need to take a little bit more out of the height anyway, you know, maybe ½ inch, maybe even an inch. If that's the case, do consider that when you're making your build. Don't make the ankle big enough to fit your ankle, then trim a whole chunk off. So don't just work from measurements. You want to be trying this on as you go. Make sure the knee's right and then get your length to suit. That would be my tip. But there you go. So we've trimmed it out. There's no return edge, that's fine. So now we want to put these elastics in. And the way the elastic works is it's going to glue to the inside of this piece, and then it's going to come out and it's going to go into a hole which is going to pull it inside the cover strip. Just going to do it this way. So I want one near the top. Out here we want one under sort of the calf muscle. In fact, we've got the mark in there. It's a bit higher. And then there's one of these at the bottom. There are some little marks present on these from where the existing holes were. Okay, I want these quite close to the edge, but at the same time I don't want them close enough to the edge that we're going to have a problem with the plastic cracking over time. So with that in mind, there, I'm quite happy with that. I don't know if you can see the distance away. Power through. I might need to ask an adult to help. It's getting a bit clogged up now with the plastic. Okay, so there's my holes. These holes receive this hook. So what we want to do is we want these to hook this way. Hook this way. There you go. So this is how they're going to close. Right, so we want to put these in here. This is how they're going to go. We're going to put glue on here and they're going to stick to the back of this. So that is our goal. What I'm wanting to do here is, the reason why I've taped them together is because I don't just want to guess. Right, I'm in the hole. So what I want to do is I want to put this elastic in position, but I don't just want to glue it in. I want to have it so that there's some tension in the elastic when it's in the correct position. So rather than just glue it in straight, I'm actually pulling it. Yeah, so we've got some tension. Not too much. You still want to have a little give in the elastic to allow you to pull the elastic that extra sort of 5 mil. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a little bit of activator on the plastic up there. I'm going to get a little bit of super glue, put it on the elastic down here. Yeah, I've not gone the full length, I'm just doing about an inch close to the closure, and then I'm pulling it so it's got a little bit of tension. Can you see that? Okay, now that's in place, I can add a little bit more glue just to tidy up this end. I mean, you can cut these a little bit shorter if you want. I think as normal we just bang them in because it doesn't really make any difference. Smear that glue around the edge of it. Try and get a bit off my finger. So the idea being you've got the elastic has got enough tension to hold this closed. Can you see that? Yeah? So you can see we're well inside the cover strip. So now I need to do a couple more. Now, what I will say is I'm quite lazy when it comes to this, and I don't particularly like closing my closures when I put the suit on. So most of the time I would just put them on and leave them flapping around as we see on screen. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat this same thing, just going to put a little glue. I'm doing the same as the top here, and there's a little bit of tension on it. It's probably difficult for you to see because I'm halfway down the tube. Okay, and while we're here, I'll do this last one. So just slide it into position. Which is what she said. You can see this one. Okay, I don't need as much tension on this one. It's not as crucial, and your boot's gonna push it out. And that's one of the things we're relying on here for these elastics to work, is for your leg to be pushing the armour out so that these hooks will engage. Okay, so this is, can you see the inside? You can see how those closures are activating, engaging, working. Okay, they're unclipped, and can you see the position of them there? Can you see that? So we trimmed down the bottom, we've put the elastics in. I just need to repeat it on the opposite shin, exactly the same way we've just done. No difference whatsoever. Obviously it closes the other way, but other than that. And that is then the shin elastic in. That's done. So I'm going to add that to the completed torso and legs over there. I'm going to repeat the same with the closures on this, but next time we will be talking about the application of the knee plate. That's it for this time. If you've been inspired and you want to get yourself a kit and build one, don't forget we've still got the quarantine offer on now that we're back and we're up and running, and we've got the plastic and we've got the guys and we've got the men. But there you go. What can I say? We've got men and they're working for you to make these kits. So jump on it. If you're wanting to build one, jump on it. Now's a good time. They're shipping pretty much immediately. So until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. There you go, simple as that. This is how we build stuff. So if you need a kit, you can get on the website. If, however, you've seen this and you think, this is not for me and I don't have the time, don't worry. We also have fully built commissions and fully built stuff. All on the website. Just click through, choose your character, it's all there for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.